Hey, this is Hal. I'm the animator for Impact Arena. Thanks for tuning in to the first ever Impact Arena devlog. We've been making a lot of changes to the game based on feedback that we had gotten from the open test. Unnecessarily chaotic and unbalanced the game was. A lot of the mechanics weren't particularly meshing well with the gameplay, and some systems were rough around the edges. So we got to work on fixing up the game to be more fun for casual and competitive players alike. So we've reduced how far you can travel and how far you can be sent. Dashes have gotten their velocity decreased, but their cooldowns have decreased as well. Playing up close and personal is now way easier and way harder for people to escape from. Blocking has also received a significant amount of changes. Originally, blocking had very little dynamic elements to it. It was really static and felt kind of unresponsive. Additionally, guard health as a mechanic was basically non-existent. We've rectified these issues with a few changes. Block stun is the first major addition, making it so attacks will now keep an opponent blocking for a short amount of time. Slow M1 characters like Guts, Mithrix, and Providence will now have a more balanced M1 trade with faster characters like Big Haas or Yuji. Guard health has also been overhauled, with the maximum guard health and guard health regeneration being reduced marginally. A new shield icon will also help you easily identify when players have low guard health, and be an easy way to see when players are blocking in general. Parrying was another pain point, especially for newer players. We didn't want to copy Deepwoken's parry or make parry an insanely strong defensive tool that completely kills neutral. So we found a compromise. Parrying now consumes guard health and no longer disables your block afterward, but it will refill your guard health to full on a successful parry. And keep in mind that it still retains a second and a half cooldown, give or take, so don't parry without a proper game plan. Parry will now also cancel animations and inflict slightly more stun than it used to, especially on guard breaks. This gives the defender a much more advantageous neutral without neutering how we wanted parry to behave as a part of the toolset. We're hoping this will bridge the gap and make parry a much more useful tool for the average player. Something that wasn't brought up often, but was an issue we personally found with the game, was how easy it was to punish people off an evasive. It was basically the screw you, I win button for the longest time. If you knew what moves had insane amounts of end lag or big gaps between active hitboxes like feral slashes or prime combo, you could easily get a free punish that would convert into insanely high damage combos. So Evasive has received a bit of a mechanic rework. Evasive now causes an additional burst when used, pushing away aggressors and canceling their abilities. If someone isn't currently in action, though, they won't be pushed back. This will keep evasive caching as a core part of high-level combat, but make evasive as a tool far less frustrating to deal with. Some miscellaneous changes involve new input buffering, increased cooldowns for all characters and base mechanics like up-tilt and down slam, and more accurate hitboxes, and a really good one. Large AoE skills like Minos Prime's 2 skill, Die, can now be blocked facing any direction. At least most of them can. We're confident in these changes fixing a lot of the issues people had with our open test, though we've still got more things to fine-tune. Alongside base game, we're making moves to update characters and make them all more distinct from one another. Now that we have more than one animator, we can sink more time into giving characters unique idols, runs, and new M1s as well. Minos Prime has taken his first steps towards the big rework, receiving some new M1s animated by Remulist. John Doe's gotten a new down slam, also animated by Remy. Gojo received a new idol, walk, run, up tilt, and M1s from Remy as well. Ultro also contributed a new M2 to Gojo, so many thanks to our new animators giving us the flexibility to expand upon existing characters. Certain models are also being overhauled, like Guts' prosthetic arm. More to come as time goes on, and there are some other character changes and balance adjustments, but they're not important enough to include in the dev update. We plan to make much more consistent dev updates like this video. We're hoping that we can be a lot more transparent with the community going forward. Things are, this is the first game we've made. We're working really hard to make sure that we can get this out in a timely manner. So yeah, don't worry about it. Impact is going to come back, and it's going to come back way better than it was during the open test. A lot of time and effort is going into this game, and thanks to all the support that we got during the open test, now we're putting a lot of money into it as well. So, you can look forward to Impact Arena, and we really hope that you guys will enjoy playing it as much as we enjoyed making it, once it's out again. In other news, right, obviously, new characters are in the works. We haven't just been doing some miscellaneous game changes. I'm not allowed to give you any information on them yet, so under wraps, hush hush. Make sure to keep a close eye on the YouTube channel and the Discord to make sure that when we do announce anything about these new characters, you will know like that immediately. So, thanks again for tuning into this video. This is also our first devlog, so we don't know how this is going to go. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope this clears up any confusion you had of Impact.